G'day guys, I'm Jason. Welcome to Streetcar Culture's YouTube channel. Some of you guys may have noticed that over probably the last couple of weeks, there's been a few changes to the YouTube channel, such as the YouTube name and logos and backgrounds and stuff. So I just wanted to do a video just explaining pretty much all that side of things and where I'm trying to head with the YouTube and other projects I've got on the go, as well as giving you guys some updates on just where I'm at the moment with vehicles and previous projects and whatnot. So firstly, I just want to say I hope everyone is safe and is enjoying quarantine working on their products. Products being project cars, making parts, whatever you're into, building cabinets, whatever you're into. I hope at the very least this scary time and weird time has given you a chance to catch up on a few things. For me and this YouTube channel, it's thrown a spanner in the works, but on the scale of priorities, obviously there's a lot bigger things I need to worry about to a certain point before the YouTube channel stuff, but at the moment, like getting parts for my cars and getting people over to do my What's in the Barn series and stuff like that is a bit hard, I guess. So yeah, anyway, as you can see on the screen, you can see the banner and the logo. So yeah, I just want to go through it. So Streetcar Culture was a name I came up with that just represents basically any car that is driven on the street, being whether it's a pro street, whether it's a classic cruiser, whether it's a vintage steamroller that's somehow street registered. It's just basically anything and everything. So by choosing that name, it sort of keeps it broad. It allows me, doesn't keep me, I guess, focused on only one subject. It allows the channel to be broad, and by changing the channel to this name rather than my own personal name, it allows me to link my other projects under one name. So yeah, my YouTube channel is exactly the same. It's going to have the same content. It's only the name that's changed, and obviously here is Car Club. So Streetcar Culture is a registered car club in Melbourne, Victoria. In saying that, obviously anyone and everyone is welcome, no matter where you're from around the world or what you're into vehicle-wise. But yeah, it is a registered car club. Purpose of it being registered is that then I can offer vehicle permits for vehicles 25 years and older in Melbourne. So if you do have a project and you are looking for a club, then at least hit us up. We'll have a chat, and then if our Streetcar Culture suits you, then you can take it further. If not, you can keep shopping around. But it's just a basic fee, and it just allows you to put your car on club permit. So yeah, if you guys need any help with that side of things, please let me know, and can send out all the appropriate paperwork and do the inspections and whatnot. So YouTube's obviously this platform that some of you may or may not know that I've been uploading sort of semi-regular. Obviously the COVID-19 has thrown a bit of a spanner in the works, so I haven't really been able to do too much with my What's in the Barn series. What's in the Barn series is I get people to bring sort of their rides around, and I do like a little review on it, talk about it, and go for a cruise and stuff like that. So obviously with COVID, I'm not able to do that too much, but I do have a few up there if you guys want to check it out. Obviously, when I am able to get back to What's in the Barn series, I've got a few little tweaks and changes, equipment-wise and just general that I'll make. But other than that, good quality viewing. You get to see some cool rides. Rocky's RX3 is a weapon. Mark's RX7, beautiful. yeah, just get to see this Cortina stunning, the Ute unexpected, and the Celica, Super Celica, is gorgeous too, the little engine conversion. So yeah, so if you guys are looking for, if you guys are bored and looking for something to do, check out my What's in the Barn series. If you guys are in Melbourne or even interstate and want to feature your car on it once this coronavirus eventually exhausts itself, then let me know, and I can put provisions in place to to do a little sort of clip on your vehicle. I've got a lot of guys that are interested, but again, as I said, I can't do much in this climate. You can see, yeah, it's got some uploads. Where are we at? Oh yeah, so a lot of people have been asking about the Ford XF to XE converted Falcon. That's pretty much a yellow XF Falcon that I bought, and I always wanted an XE Falcon in yellow, in citrus yellow, but you guys that are into these type of vehicles would know that finding a clean XE base to begin with is not very common, and on top of that, finding one for a good price to then do a project on and film it for YouTube and stuff like that. Like, my YouTube channel is not very big. Everything I do comes from my pocket. I'm not sponsored in any way. No one's on board. So when I build these cars, I need to keep in mind of budget, and I also need to keep in mind that I need to be able to make video from them, stuff like that. Otherwise, it sort of defeats the purpose. So a lot of you guys are asking me why I chose an XFO, not just an XE, because I came across an XF through a mate that was going to turn it into a drag car, and I went and had a look at it. We came to a good price, and the body was excellent. Most of you guys would know that the XF bodies are a lot neater than the XE bodies and hold up a lot better. So this XF was citrus yellow, which I 100% wanted, and it came from the country, and it had like maybe a 5-cent piece of rust in the whole vehicle. So the firewall was good, the rear quarters were good, the seals, door jambs, everything was spotless. So that's why then I decided, originally I got it painted as an XF, and then I decided no, I want an XE. So I went out and got bits and pieces from a few people and converted it to an XE. Now I'm going to drop a picture of it now, and you guys should be able to see that it's basically 90 to 95% completed. I do have a video coming out on it for you guys, so you can see sort of what's been done and everything like that. At the moment, it looks 100% like a XE S-Pack, but obviously, again, it all comes back to the climate we're living in now. It makes it a bit hard to organise this sort of stuff. So I need the car here, stuff like that. So once this COVID stuff passes, then I will be doing a video on the big banana. But yeah, you would have seen that photo. You can see that had quite a bit of time, a bit of money spent on it, and it's basically almost finished at the moment. The Volvo is an interesting one. So when I moved into my new place that has the barn, I drove the Volvo down here, and it broke down, which you guys will be able to see in this video here. Broke down on me, and after inspecting it further, for me personally, it just wasn't viable to keep putting money into it to get it sorted with fixing issue after issue after issue with it. And at the end of the day, while I love the car, it wasn't a car that I wanted to spend a lot of money on, and a car that I sort of wanted to, lifelong type car that I'll spend money on. Because again, when I make these sort of videos with the projects I try and choose projects that keep within my budget. So for this Volvo, it probably needed $5,000 to $10,000 at a bare minimum to get it where I wanted it to. And unfortunately, the value of the car's not there. and I couldn't justify myself spending that money in the Volvo when it wasn't a car that I, wanted long term or what. Yeah. So with that being said, the Volvo's been moved on to another Volvo enthusiast. He's got another awesome 164, but it is a TE with a done-up engine and stuff like that. So he's taken the Volvo off my hands. I will be doing a video on what he's doing with it, and possibly a video on his 164 TE, which is absolutely gorgeous. Spent a lot of money on it, it's done a lot of work, and he's passionate about Volvo. So rest assured, even though I don't have the TE anymore, the person that does have it loves his Volvos, and I'm sure something will come out of it. The MX-6 still got just sitting in my carport at the moment, deciding what to do with that. Put it on club reg, this and that, I don't know. Being front wheel drive and being automatic, if I was gonna keep it, I'd probably want a manual one, not an automatic one. And I don't know, I just can't get over the front wheel drive thing. The power's awesome. The car is pretty good for what it is, but I don't know, I've just always been a rear wheel drive kind of guy. So that's where I'm at with that, kind of what I'm doing. Now, yeah, so obviously the logo, see if I can enlarge the logo. No. You'll be able to see the logo's obviously got pistons and a rotor, so that's just to incorporate my love of everything. A lot of people now had a lot of Mazda rotaries, but I've also had a lot of piston cars, but I'm not, just because you've got a V8 and I've got a rotary or vice versa, I don't care. I'm into everything. Everything 70s, everything 80s, a little bit 90s. It's anything that trickles my fancy, I'm into, no matter what it is. So I wanted the brand and the logo to incorporate that. And then the palm tree and sort of sun in the background. It's just for, lighthearted, good vibes, classic times, stress-free type stuff, just enjoying cars and mates and a bit of banter, having a beer or whatever, and just having a good time, not caught up in all the politics of the car scene or the stress and negativity and bullshit you can sometimes get from car groups or whatnot. So yeah, so that's my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe, please like. I've got some stuff coming out on my wagon, my 99 wagon, which is this one here. But again, it's all just this COVID stuff is just put a spanner in the works of everything. So yeah, I just want to touch base, my YouTube channel. If you guys are bored, jump on it, leave some comments, get amongst it. Now, part of streetcar culture is as I explained earlier, the car club. So the car club's a registered, big road registered car club, so do club permits, stuff like that. So I've got a lot of, firstly, actually, if you guys want to join the group, it's Streetcar Culture on Facebook, but to get to if you want to search and find the group, it's Streetcar Culture Crew, all one word, and then you'll find the Facebook group, and you can get amongst it and have a good time. So the car, even though it's, like I said earlier, it's registered car club, and I do club permits in Melbourne and stuff like that. This club, no matter if you're part of another club, no matter what car you have, or where you're from in the world, I want this group to be inclusive of everyone. I'm not going to try and steal you to jump on my club permit or whatnot. I just enjoy seeing everyone's rides. And eventually when I do cruises and meets in the future, I'm happy for other car clubs to be part of it and stuff like that. I'm not, I don't care if you're part of, Hot Rods Australia and, you join my group. I don't care. I just want all of us to get along, respect each other's rides, have a good time. And eventually, again, once this COVID stuff's depleted itself, there'll be meets and cruises firing back up with a bit of a twist. I've got some pretty cool ideas to bring back the old vibes of cruising, having a good time, but yeah, just sort of what it used to be like some years ago, where you'd all sort of work on your cars, meet up, go for a cruise around the streets or whatnot, you know, just having a good time, but not being idiots or whatnot, and so forth. So yeah, so again, if you guys want to join the Facebook group, Streetcar Culture Crew, you'll find the group. The club's called Streetcar Culture. Invite your mates, invite whoever you want. Just don't invite ball bags and people that are just not on board with what I'm trying to achieve. I've said it previously in a post in the group. I don't want the reputation of streetcar culture to be ruined because of some, you know, ball bags that just can't control themselves, or, you know, just idiots in their own personal lives. So that's that. So yeah, I just wanted to touch base with these two things. If you sort of need to reach out with anything, my details are on the page. You can shoot me a message or whatnot. But other than that, hopefully you guys are happy to get on board the YouTube channel. Eventually there'll be clothing. I just don't see it viable right during this period, because while at the moment, you know, I'm a class as an essential service and I'm working, that can change at any time. So I've got to be careful with what I'm, you know, how much investment I'm putting into it during this time. Just like everyone else has to watch their finances, so do I. But yeah, I'm in the middle of getting quotes just to get a small run of stickers done. If you guys are keen, stickers will pretty much just look like that without the yellow background. I'm happy to, yeah, so I'm getting some quotes on that. And obviously, if you guys are keen, just let me know. I can sort some stickers out. And I also just wanted to say thanks for everyone that has come on board for the Club Rego. We've had a great response of not just members in the group joining the group and socialising with some cool rides and whatnot. So we've got Benny from Benny's Custom Works sharing his vid, cool dude. I'm sharing just some random stuff. Isaac. So yeah, we've got some cool rides, part of the group. But yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone that's come on board, whether it's part of the group, part of my YouTube channel, or actually for Club Reg. So we've got some pretty cool cars coming on Club Reg, part of our streetcar culture. So yeah, so I just, obviously I haven't made a video for a while. I just wanted to touch base with you all and just tell you that I haven't given up on anything. I've just been focusing during this time. For me, I probably want to focus on the group because a lot of people are staying home. So if I can get the group sorted, at least you guys have a place that you can all share your rides, share ideas, make some mates, have a laugh, whatever, during this sort of difficult time. And then as COVID starts sort of writing itself out, then I can start getting into a bit more videos in regards to my wagon, what's in the barn, and car shows and whatnot, as I've been doing always. So the idea with my wagon, my 99 wagon, is building an engine and stuff for it. So I won't get into it too much, but I've got an idea of building a turbo motor for it and turn it into a bit of a sleeper. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying what I'm trying to achieve. I appreciate all you guys subscribing and liking and commenting, and I will see you again shortly. Peace.